What's going on, everybody? It's Randers, and today I wanted to talk about the Spurs-Nuggets game last night. This game was amazing. It was a battle of the two bigs between Victor Wembanyama and Nikola Jokic. As many of you know, I'm a Nuggets fan, so I was obviously going to be watching this game, but I'm also a huge Victor Wembanyama fan. My second favorite player to watch besides Nikola Jokic is Victor Wembanyama. The body control he has at 7'4" is something we've never seen in the NBA, let alone in any sport. The closest comparison I think we've ever seen is Wilt Chamberlain, who dominated track and field and obviously the basketball court. Vic is a specimen, to put it lightly, and his games lately have reflected that. In his last three games, he's put up 40, 32, and 23 points respectively, with this last game against the Nuggets being a near quadruple double. Victor Wembanyama is a rookie we've never seen before in this league. He's dominating his first year out the gate. Like I said before, he almost put up a quadruple double, which is something we do not see very often. Last night he had 23 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 blocks. For his game to be this well-rounded, this early into his career, is scary, to say the least. This is the worst Victor Wembanyama is going to be. Think about that. This is the worst version of Victor Wembanyama we will see on an NBA court. And he's putting up near quadruple doubles. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets one towards the end of this year. And it's just a shame that he's not on a better team right now. He is carrying this Spurs team into games that, one, they shouldn't be in, and they're winning some games that they shouldn't win either. A few nights ago, I hope some of you guys were watching Spurs-Knicks. Amazing game. Jalen Brunson, 60 points, but Vic had 40. In addition, 20 rebounds, 7 assists, only had 1 block that game, but crazy stats otherwise. And his game was on full display against my own Denver Nuggets. Like I've said, Vic was carrying them in this game. Both teams had some injuries. Spurs were missing Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and the Nuggets were once again missing Jamal Murray. But it didn't really matter for either side. Vic was doing his thing, and so was Nikola Jokic. We haven't seen these two match up a ton this season so far. I think they've only played twice, so they'll have a couple more battles coming up. But wow, what a game, to say the least. We all know what Vic did, near quadruple double, but Jokic went out there and hooped. 42 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, and this just feels like an MVP type game. The best player in the league, without his co-star, going out there and willing his own team to a win. We're just unbelievably lucky to have special talents like this sprinkled throughout the entire NBA. I think it's easy to take a lot of these players for granted because there's just so many of them. But for me personally, I'm just extremely thankful that we got to see these two go head to head. And this is going to be a matchup that is going to be a rivalry in the West for a long time to come. The Spurs are only going to build a better roster around Victor, and the Nuggets are only going to continue to dominate. Getting back to the game, it was fairly close throughout the first half. The Nuggets jumped out to an early lead, the Spurs were able to go on a run, and both teams were just throwing haymakers at each other the entire first half. This play continued into the second. The Spurs went on a run to start, then the Nuggets were able to claw their way back, going on, I want to say it was an 11-0 run to start the fourth. Both teams' defenses were immaculate. Steals, blocks, transition, awesome basketball. But then we got down to the clutch. And this is where the Nuggets tend to separate themselves from the rest of the league. And that's what happened again. The Nuggets continued to get good looks at the rim thanks to Nikola Jokic, along with Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. And it really sucks that Wemby doesn't have a better roster around him because he was trying to do everything at the end of this game. He was shooting deep threes, attacking the basket, trying to get foul calls. He was doing everything. And there's no one else that you would trust on that team to really do anything either. Champagny, Branham, I mean, they had good games, but those are just guys you don't want to have the ball at the end of the game, and you'd much rather it be in Victor's hands. But when everyone knows it's going to Wemby, yeah, you're kind of out of luck at that point. With about a minute left, the game was all tied up. Jokic then got a low post touch and bullied his way into the paint. It looked like he had a wide open right-handed hook, which he's been hitting all night. So I didn't understand why he didn't take that shot, but he ended up passing on that for an up and under, and Wemby comes out of nowhere. After getting bullied into the paint, he probably jumped from the other block to come and swat Jokic's shot away. The Spurs come down in transition, and their lack of talent showed. Turnover, Christian Braun running in transition, and it looked like he had a wide open layup. But there's Wemby. His presence alone deterred Braun from even looking at the shot. Christian Braun kicks it out to MPJ, and boom, dagger three. 26 seconds left, but Wemby ends up going and missing a three-pointer. Nuggets finish out with free throws. Game over. It was still a really entertaining game all the way around. With a few more Nuggets-Spurs matchups left on the schedule, I'm really looking forward to what Wemby can do against the best player in the world. And vice versa. I want to see how Jokic goes up against the NBA's leading shot blocker and one of the better players coming up in the league. Will Wemby be the face of the league? Will Jokic be the face of the league? I don't know. What I do know is that this was a great game all the way around, and these teams match back up in 9 days. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and leave a comment. Who do you think is going to get the better of the two in the next matchup? Wemby, Jokic? If you have any other questions, leave them down below. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.